This episode has been brought to you by CompleteNutra.com, whole family nutrition.
Yeah, I think
So
this
that's
whole
been
thing
good.
was a big pattern interrupt, and I think we can look at it in a lot of different ways. But sometimes it's good to shake things up a little bit, because I think a lot of us were in these repetitive patterns that were just like, even when we're doing something that we love, and I don't know if maybe you could speak on this, but when you're in your zone, you're doing something you love, sometimes it can actually still turn into like, and you gotta kind of like figure out a way to shake it up. Do you ever experience that?
Oh, for sure. I mean, I feel like a really important thing to humans is to actually be learning new skills all the time. So if you get too much in a routine, like you can actually turn your brain off and not even realize that you're doing it. You know, it's just like you get into this like mindless practice, and like it's you know,
Yeah,
it's not always good.
I can see. Yeah,
So-
for sure.
So, I mean, this was definitely an opportunity to like switch things up and to maybe focus on parts of my life that I don't usually get to.
That's
you
true
know?
too, because I mean, you're a professional dancer. You're working a lot. Your work is what you're passionate about. But I mean, it's like if I go shoot a movie in another country, it's not like I'm going out there on vacation. Like I'm working every day, and you know,
Right.
But it's a pretty exciting life. But there are probably certain things that kind of deprioritized that right now you can maybe bring up into priority.
Yeah, I mean, it's super true. Like we're in the studio all day. So I'm like never at my computer. Now I spend a lot of time at my computer, and I was really, you know, shy about technology because I just didn't really spend too much time with it. And like, I'm kind of learning that there's all these things that you can do like through Photoshop and like just websites and stuff like that. So that's been kind of fun to play with and like kind of, you know, develop my, myself that way. And, you know, just, yeah, like there's, you know, all these other activities that you can do to keep your body strong that I, you know, wasn't doing because I was in the studio all day. Like biking is really fun. I realized I just got really into the road biking, got like all the gear and like just
Awesome.
You know, it's a way for me an excuse for me to get outside without, you know, breaking the rules. And,
Yeah, I mean,
love
and
that.
you can go fast. You can get some speed under there, you know, and like.
yeah, get the cardio. It's really the only thing that gets me cardio these days. So, and then, you know, baking, everyone's baking bread. My boyfriend and I love to bake sourdough bread. So that's
Awesome.
also what we've been doing. And it's super fun just to add these little routines in that are kind of new. It's like you develop a new routine and then you add it in and like you do it for a little while until you get bored and then you switch it up and change it, do something else.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the artist life. I kind of live that way a little bit. Pretty much mostly, but
Yeah.
but not dancing. I mean, you know, that's the cool thing. The one thing about dancing, though, no, you're doing it professionally, but the one thing about dancing is pretty much everybody can do it. Like
Yeah.
we can all dance, and we all should
Right.
dance when it's appropriate, which is
Yes.
most of the time. Dancing makes
Right.
every situation better.
I can't think of an inappropriate time to dance. Maybe there's like one or two, but like,
Well,
other
the
than that,
inappropriate times to dance are probably the best times to dance.
yeah, you're actually probably right.
You're not supposed to dance
dance
here,
when
sir. What?
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I can't think of one. I
Yeah.
really can't.
Yeah.
But yeah, dancing is just like, I feel like it's such a natural thing and it's such a cultural thing. Like there's every culture has their own kind of dancing. And
That's true.
Yeah.
When you get into it, you're right. It's like when you really get into each cultural dance. Now, do you know a whole bunch of different kinds of dances?
Like different cultural dances?
I guess I don't know what I'm saying.
Styles of
Isn't there
dancing?
like ballet's one style, and I guess modern
one
or
style.
contemporary ballet is probably another style also.
Yeah.
kinda.
I mean, well, from when I was little, it was like ballet was everything. But then as I got older, I started doing more contemporary work. I actually, halfway through my career, I was offered the role of Penny on the national tour of Dirty Dancing. So
Awesome.
I transitioned from like strict classical ballet to like salsa and like Latin dance, and that was so fun. Like
That'll
it was
mix
just
it
a
up.
whole new, yeah, it was like a whole new world just like opened up, and like just like using Latin dance is like all about a specific rhythm and like using your hips, and it was a whole new vocabulary for me. And I think integrating the strict ballet training with the more loose like Latin movement, me become like a pretty good contemporary mover. So I think it was actually like really one of the best things for me was to like get out of my comfort zone and do something completely different.
Awesome. Like leveled you up.
Oh yeah, it just like it changes everything.
Did you find it was like almost kind of intuitive to learn a new style after you already knew ballet?
I mean, ballet is really hard. So I feel like after you do ballet, it's like everything else is a little easier.
Yeah, right.
I guess the hardest part about it for me was letting go of my ballet technique. Not completely, but like just, you have to release the tension that you build a lot in classical dance, like, the footwork and the placement of the hips and, the stacking of the body in order to get grounded and get looser in the Latin movement. So I feel like, letting go of some of what was correct in ballet was super, super challenging, but also, rewarding and really fun.
It's like you can break the rules when you learn the rules. Once you learn the rules, you can learn how to break them.
That's actually a very good way to put it. Like, you learn the rules, you like make them, so refined and so concrete. You understand the rules so well that like now it's time to break the rules.
Exactly. That's awesome.
Thank you for joining us for the Healthy and Family Show. Visit our website at healthyandfamily.com. That's healthyandfamily.com to see what all the other doctors, experts, and real moms have to say about keeping your whole family healthy. This episode has been brought to you by CompleteNutro.com, whole family nutrition, and aired on the Goldstone Network. People, Planet, Future.